Hello, welcome to episode 4. This is episode 4, right? Right? I think it's
Five.
episode-
Wait,
No, we didn't do last week.
4.
We skipped last week. So this is episode 4. Yeah, it's gonna be a good episode. As you noticed, something's a little different. Several
We're
things.
in a different garage.
We're in a different garage, a nicer car. Well, last time it was a classic car. Now it's a brand new car. This is and we're missing Joshua Mead.
We are?
We are.
I didn't even notice.
He's short enough. We kind of look right over him, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Soon he'll be helping Santa and building toys.
Yeah. December it's gonna just be us two again because
Yeah.
he gets a little busy that time of year.
Yep. Underpaid.
He really does get underpaid. Like
Should
one
be
or
a
two
lawsuit.
toys. Really should.
Against Santa.
Slaves against not slaves.
Slaves against Santa.
Anyways, elves against Santa. I mean that's basically what they are. They don't get paid. Elves against Santa. But anyways, lock in. We're missing him, but the irony is that we are at his house recording, and that is his dad's car in the background. So he's off doing college things. It's the first week back at college, and he has to do all the things and do all the welcome week stuff. He's a freshie, so they're making him. But he's enjoying it. He's loving it. But with that being said, since it's just us two, we're going to kind of take a step into something a little different, not completely focused around cars. Maybe tie cars in there a little bit, but Reed, you wanna tell them what we're talking about a little different today?
This week we are talking about men. And by men I mean masculinity and what the Bible says about it and what it should look like. As you can see, or as you can probably tell, I'm not as prepared as Josh. He usually comes here with
Neither one of us are.
Yeah. We kind of just run through, grab a couple verses, and then we kind of
We go off his questions.
Yeah.
He brings the questions.
Yep. And guess who forgot to do questions?
Us.
This guy.
So
Yeah, this week, where should we start?
I don't know. You said you got a couple points written down. What's the first one? What's the top?
Okay.
What's the top point? Or give us a verse or something.
Okay, here. This isn't on my phone. It's in here. Which, speaking of, I got this from this wonderful book by John Bevere, Killing Kryptonite.
Talked about it
I mentioned it last week.
If it was still in the, I don't know if it was in the actual thing we published, because remember.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, technical difficulties.
He meant to mention it last week. If he did or didn't, it was supposed to be in there.
Anyway, it's here. It's on Amazon. It's a good book. You should read it.
Great book.
But here, let's see. So, as men, we build up families. We build up generations.
We do.
What kind of legacy do you want to leave for future generations? And how do you want to be remembered here on earth? And how do you want to be known in heaven?
Yeah, that's good. I guess one thing to take a quick pause on that point. One thing that's huge about biblical masculinity is social masculinity is completely changed. It's completely, totally different from biblical masculinity.
Oh, yeah.
So going back to that point, our culture, I should be saying cultural, not social, but cultural masculinity is make a name for yourself, make yourself big, huge thing, make
as many roids as possible.
make a name for yourself so that not just your generations know who you are, but other people's generations know who you are, and you're written down in the history books if you can be. And that's awesome. If you can do that, do it and praise the Lord through it all. And that's the best way to do it. But I think it's more important to stick out to your family and to your community. Your community kind of stick out and be a spiritual leader. You don't want to be remembered for, oh, he made that amount of money. Oh, he started that business. Those are great things. But you want to be remembered to be steadfast in God, steadfast in His love. Mm-hmm. Someone that people look up to and be like, I want to be like Him. I want to give like Him. I want to worship the Lord like He did. Not to idolize yourself, but to have people see you and see how you reflect the Lord's love onto others, and so that people want to do that as well. Mm-hmm. Well, any thoughts on that?
Honestly, no. I think that's really great.
Knock your first point out of the park.
All right. Hey, I wouldn't go out of the park.
All right, close to the line. Maybe a triple.
You get the Wii animation. Single.
Bruh.
No, that was great. Probably. So I'm probably gonna answer this question now
Go for
because
it.
it's weird to not have Josh here
It really
and
is.
then pan
really
it
is.
to one of us. What kind of legacy do I want to leave for my future generations?
Yeah,
I feel like
personally.
the type of like thing I want to be known for while I'm here is work ethic.
Yeah.
That's a big thing. And like I don't do the toughest job in the world. I don't. I mow lawns.
Yeah, and I make coffee. So
Yeah. I do maintenance on mowers. It's not the hardest job in the world. But the thing that makes it hard is like probably the long hours being outside constantly.
especially in this heat.
And yeah, it's one of those things where it's like I want to quit every day because it sucks.
I mean,
It really
you get to
does.
work at what time in the morning?
I gotta be up by 4 a.m.
Yeah.
or 4:30 a.m. Sorry, and then I gotta be
I wake up before you sometimes. When I open, I got to wake up at 4.
yeah. But yep, then I gotta be out the door by 5:15. Be at the shop by
Easy.
6.
Yeah. Because he lives forever from his work.
I do. I live a half hour away, but yeah, I would like not even just for me but for like if I ever have kids, I want them to be known for their good work ethic too.
Yeah.
Because my mom, she works at Cherithwick Farms, which is where I work, and she kind of hears about everything that goes on. So if I ever get caught slacking off, she's gonna be the first to know and the first to kick my butt when I get home.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I kind of have like that extra bit of motivation to make sure I keep a consistent work ethic and just to do right by not only her name but by my dad's name. Because yeah, I wear their name on my back.
Yeah.
Every time I step out of the house, I'm representing our family.
Every time you step out of the house, you represent your family, you represent your church, you represent the word of the Lord, you represent God every single time. And God, you represent God, you represent love. God is love.
Yeah.
And so you can't be just the rudest person. You can't be bullying, light teasing. That's fine. Like I would say that's fine. We do that. We do a little more than light teasing, just because we've known each other forever. But going out and just like
does that bother you?
going out and just being a bully to like random people on the street, I then claiming Christianity is not. You can't be doing that.
Yeah, and that just puts a really bad taste in the people that don't know God, like puts bad taste in their mouth for Christians that actually, that actually are doing God's work.
We're still watching the fly. We get slightly distracted sometimes.
But yeah, it definitely puts like a bad taste in their mouths, and then they have a hard time coming to God because they think everyone else is going to be like that.
Yeah,
When in fact, they're not.
A lot of people, they don't want to be a Christian because they had one bad experience with a Christian or at a church or something like that. And it's crazy because we're called to show God's love. We're called to love others as if we were to love ourselves. And some people just don't do that. And I think about, I don't know when the story happened, I don't know where it happened, but Pastor Kevin, PK, Mount Hope Church pastor, I think he's the one that said it, but one time there was a protest outside of some church, not our church, but there was some church, there was a protest because the church didn't allow someone who was bisexual, gay, to be a pastor. So everyone rallied up on the sidewalk, protesting, that is exclusion, and everything like that, which that's a whole different topic to talk about a different day, which we say that a lot, and one of these days we're going to have to watch back through all the videos and be like, oh, we should actually talk about that.
This is going to be one big video of all things that we didn't talk about.
Yeah, but what the church responded with was not yelling at them, not getting rid of the person who wanted to become a pastor. It was coming out, bringing food and water to said protesters, and meeting them with love. And even though the protesters wanted to bring down the church, they were just out there. It was like 90 degrees. They were just handing water to them. You good? you need some water? Here you go. Just loving on them.
Yeah.
No matter what the other person has to say. But
Okay. Yeah.
me personally, going back to your original question, me personally, what I want to be known for is kind of what I said earlier, just having a heart like David, just a heart for the Lord, just go, wanting to preach the gospel, love as much as I can. And I don't want people to feel like I'm impressing my religion on them, but I want to be the type of person where they look at me and it's like, what's that guy got? What is that guy got?
Why is he so weird?
Why is he so weird? Why is he okay with being weird? Why is he so happy with it? And then they come up and ask me, and I'm like, I got this amazing thing. It's called the joy of the Lord, and it's with me every day, every hour. And that's what I want to be known for, the joyful, the silly, but also can be serious at times, like on this podcast. We get silly sometimes, but we also get down and we get serious about God's word. And
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, there's a time and a place to be silly, and then there's a time and a place to get serious. Like when we played sports, we weren't all happy-go-lucky on the
not
track
always.
or on the field. We were all right. We're here. We practiced. We put in the work. Let's get this done.
Yeah.
We weren't cracking jokes. We weren't shooting the breeze. We were actively working. We were actually trying to make a difference on whether we're down a goal or we're trying to make up a half a second.
Yeah.
I don't really know what track and field.
Half a second's huge. For context, I was a big track runner, and he was a big soccer player.
Yeah. Surprising, huh?
But yeah.
Okay. On to one of the next points that I think might be good. So in 1 Kings 2:2, kind of paraphrasing, it's right when David, I believe, is passing away. Yeah, can you pull that up real quick?
I got you.
But it's right when David is passing away and he's leaving his entire kingdom, his entire legacy to Solomon. And yeah, you want to read it?
Yeah. Starting, you said 2:2.
Yeah, you can start at 2:1.
I'm going to start at verse 1. When David's time to die drew near, he commanded Solomon his son, saying, I am about to go the way of all the earth. Be strong and show yourself a man, and keep the charge of the Lord your God, walking in his ways and keeping his statutes, his commandments, his rules, and his testimonies, as it is written in the law of Moses. That was like 1 through 3a, but the verse he's talking about is, I'm about to go to the way. Wow, this is phrased weird.
It's okay. We can read.
Sometimes
we're gonna get there. I'll just do the paraphrasing thing. It's be strong and show yourself a man.
Yeah.
Jordan Townsend actually talked on this a while ago. It was like Father's Day, I think, but it was an amazing point, and it definitely stands out among these first couple verses. It's definitely like be strong and show yourself a man.
Yeah.
Like he's inheriting an entire kingdom. He's the next in line. He's gonna be, I don't know how old was
King
he?
David's shoes to fill.
Yeah, I don't even know how old Solomon was at
Yeah, I
that
don't
moment. I would assume he's kind of young.
Yeah.
Ish.
My guess is somewhere between. Yeah, I have no clue actually. My guess would be very wide, somewhere between like 16. Well, but that's when David started. Like that's when he was young when he got anointed.
Yeah.
The 16 to like 30. Like, I don't know.
But,
Don't quote me on that.
But David, he was challenging Solomon to act with strength and integrity, fulfilling his responsibilities as a new king. So, like when we have families eventually and we pass away, our responsibilities and our legacy, we pass it on to them.
Yeah.
And I would love to leave my future family like a butt ton of money. That would be great.
That's the dream. Set them up for
But-
success.
And we should set them up for success. It's part of the whole generational mindset. But yeah, I would love to leave them that, but I feel like at some point I don't want to like leave them with that and they get lazy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
That's to hit on that point. That's kind of what Solomon did. If you read the Bible, I'm just gonna shout out Mr. Stoll, my Bible teacher. I think it was 8th grade. We went through all the kings, starting at David, going down, and there's this pattern that there's an amazing king, so great, top of the world, like following God, like David, a man after God's own heart, and then the next one drops. Like, it's not the best, screws up here and there, like constantly going directly against what the prophets say. And then after that one, there's one slightly better, and slightly better, and slightly better, until there's another one, amazing king, man after God's own heart, and then drops. And so, yeah, it's, you want to set them up, you want to show them, you don't want to just show them how to lead, you want to teach them how to lead.
Yeah. You want to set them up for success and then kind of.
Yeah, you don't want to just drop it on them and be like, there you go.
Yeah.
Watch what, hopefully you were watching what I was doing. Good luck. You want to teach them what you're doing. You want to show them what you're doing. You want to walk them through so that they understand what you're doing, so that then they can lead their own family. If you're a father, you should be teaching your son how to treat a woman, how biblically to treat a woman,
How to work.
And then if you're a father to a daughter, you need to be teaching her what a biblical man looks like, so she's not just going off with anybody.
Yeah, and teach her actually how to be a godly woman.
Yes, but yeah, just not just showing them, but teaching them.
Yeah.
Because David's a great example, amazing example. And I don't know every word of the Bible, but based off the patterns, it looks like he didn't teach Solomon as much as he should have.
Yeah.
Which, that's okay. Now we get to learn from that. We get to teach our sons and our daughters how to lead.
Yeah.
So, just a thought.
Yep. Okay. What are the next aspects I feel like a man of God needs to have is having trust in God.
Yeah.
This is where
Huge.
my backpack comes in.
Oh no. Okay, so for context, I was setting this up. He showed up, he got here, it's like, oh crap, I forgot something at home. And I was like, okay, run home, grab it. And he ran home, grabbed it, came back, and I was like, okay, what's in the backpack? Nothing. He wouldn't tell me. So grab it. What do you got in the backpack?
All right, but before we grab the backpack, so when you think of a man, you think of someone strong, right? You think of someone that's incredibly jacked, has an amazing beard.
A very, very masculine man.
Yeah.
And immediately, this goes back to cultural, huge difference between cultural and biblical. Cultural, now we think big man, jacked, gym every single day.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
There ain't nothing wrong with that. Discipline is amazing, especially when it's biblical discipline in your Bible every single day. But yeah, culture says no emotion, this, that, and the other thing, which maybe we'll talk about a different time. But
yeah, so trusting in the Lord. So we all know God, He's not going to give you something that you can't handle. He's going to give you something that He knows you can handle. And He's going to give you something where you're going to have to end up trusting Him. So
I don't know if he just walked off scene or not, but
yeah, I don't know. All right, Cam, I need you to stand up with me.
It's a bag full of weights is what it is.
I need you to stand up with me. This is around 60 pounds.
Okay.
No, don't put it on. Curl it.
Okay.
You can use 2 hands if you need.
Yeah, no. Ain't no way I'm
Yep,
gonna
2
go there.
hands. 2 hands, here we go. Okay, so what God's going to do and what that we need to trust is we need to trust that He's going to be here. So Cam, he can lift these weights all day, but when his arms get tired, like they're kind of shaking, I don't know how long he's going to go.
Yeah, I got like 2 or 3 more left.
All right, keep going, keep going. When you have those two, and you're running out of strength, you ask God. And you're like, hey, I need help. I need to trust you. So what God's gonna do is He's gonna kind of help you lift these weights because you're putting your trust in Him. So He's gonna make that load a little bit easier to carry.
Yeah.
And then eventually you're going to get stronger and you're going to trust Him even more. Same thing with like, if I did a trust fall off this chair, Kim probably couldn't catch me, but
No. Sorry, bud.
but we all know God, He's going to catch us because He hasn't given us a reason
Yeah.
to fear that He wouldn't catch us.
Yeah, He has not. To kind of go back to your statement, He does sometimes give us something that we can't exactly handle. But it's not that we can't handle it completely and totally. It's something just beyond we build up this wall and it's like, this is where we're comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And He gives us something just beyond it. We can still handle it. We definitely can still handle it. We're just scared to because it's just past the border that we feel comfortable with. And so whether that's going up to someone and praying for them,
Yeah.
or it's, wow, my arms are sore now. I haven't hit the gym in forever. I really need to. But
After podcast workout.
we could. I still got the free Planet Fitness membership. But I should revise my statement. You're right. He doesn't give us something we can't handle. He gives us something we're uncomfortable with handling. And we need to step out and trust Him, like you were saying, that even though we're uncomfortable with it, we might think we can't do it. We need to step out and trust that even if we can't exactly do it to the fullest, God can be there for the second half, and He can help us do it. And He's the safety net. God is our safety net, kind of. And we can go out and, if He calls us to it, step out, do something uncomfortable, and rely on Him, that it'll go smoothly. Sometimes it's just, I actually did this the other day. I was driving back home from a photo shoot with Marvin at Grand Ledge. And I was driving home, took some back roads. I actually ended up missing my turn. I was like, okay, whatever, go down the next turn, go down that road. And on that road, I saw someone just parked along the side of the road. I saw him, was going, I should stop. And I just went past him. I should really stop, looking in my rearview mirror, pull into the next driveway, turn around, park behind him, like, got out of my car. Hey man, you good? Like, that was just trusting God that something would happen. He turned out fine. It was just a farmer. He had stuff in his car, which I probably could have guessed because it's back roads and it was a big cornfield, but I don't know.
But still, it's the fact that you're willing to stop.
You got to be willing to trust the Lord. And even if that was a tiny little thing, but I've never stopped for someone on the side of the road. I was like, I parked behind him, kind of sat there for a second. I was like, got to get up. This will be weird if I just sit behind him. And you just got to step out and ask. Whether that's asking the Lord or asking the person, hey, can I pray for you? Hey, are you good? Hey, is there anything I can pray for? Type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. Jesus, the best spotter in the world.
He really is the best spotter in the world.
Yeah.
Here, I got one point before we wrap up.
He has a point.
I have a point. I've kind of touched on it here and there a little bit. What do you think are the biggest differences between cultural masculinity and biblical masculinity?
My immediate thoughts is that this world has really made men seem weak, stupid, drunk, fat, and lazy.
Mm-hmm.
All the things that men shouldn't be. Dang, there's a stupid fly. But yeah, all the things that men shouldn't be. They're not, like, even we talked about this couple weeks ago, I think. It's like, yeah, the whole how men are portrayed on TV in Hollywood. They're fat, they're lazy, there's
this big cultural shift right now to
they're
favor
ignorant.
the woman. Not like favor the woman, but like women in power. Amazing.
Yeah.
That's great. We should 100% be equal. But now what feminists has become is like more than men. And then it's
They
portrayed in
think
Hollywood.
they can do everything without us, when in fact they can't.
And then it's portrayed in Hollywood where men are kind of just sitting there drunk and then the woman's off doing everything.
Yeah. Fathers are not holding up their end of the bar, or I wouldn't say like bargain, but they're not holding up their end of the responsibility.
Yeah.
Because there's men all over the world and sleeping with women, having kids, and then never showing up ever again.
Yeah.
That's not the responsibility of a father. You're supposed to be there. You're supposed to raise the kid. You're supposed to teach the kid right or wrong. You're supposed to show him hard work. Hard work is really important. Hard work is godly.
Yeah.
It really is. And I mean, there's probably different definitions of hard work to each and every person.
Yeah, it really depends on your field.
Yeah. But yeah, he's supposed to be there for his kids and he's supposed to lead them. He's supposed to lead his wife. He's supposed to lead his family.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, really everybody in this world, even my coworkers today, it made me kind of uncomfortable, but they were like, yeah, I went on this date with this girl and I slept with her and I slept with her. I'm like, I don't really care.
Yeah.
I really don't. That doesn't interest me.
Yeah.
It doesn't. I don't know what interests you guys so much about it, but it's not right.
Yeah. It really isn't. It's not right to just know someone for a night and then never.
Yeah, because, well, your soul's tied to them.
Yeah.
Like marriage, it's not just, oh, we exchange vows, we have the rings, we sign the papers, now we're married. It's no, once you and her go back and then you have a little fun, I guess. I don't want to get monetized by YouTube.
About.
Yeah, he knows what I'm talking about. You guys probably do. But it's when they do that act is then they are actually married and they're one. Their souls are tied together. It even says it in the Bible, they become one flesh. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, Solomon, because David had Solomon with that woman that he wanted and sent her husband off to die in war.
Yes, their second child was because the first child died.
Yep. So Solomon, he ended up having like over 1,000 wives.
Yeah.
Like his soul is then tied to over 1,000 people. I couldn't fathom that.
No. Yeah, it's crazy what this world has come to. But, well, I think that's all the points we got today.
Yeah, we're probably going to do a part 2 on this.
100%. Bring Josh into this.
A very special guest.
Hopefully, a special guest. But we were missing one person, and we kind of wanted to make this shorter. I know not everyone wants to watch an hour-long thing about three guys talking. So we kind of want to make this one shorter, maybe easier to watch. But yeah, that's been episode 4.
Yep. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, we have our Instagram up. We have our DMs open.
And y'all can comment here on this YouTube video.
That is also true.
But
all 3 of us have access to our Instagram.
Yeah, all 3 of us can respond, and we will probably tag who's responding when we do.
Yeah.
So,
and we'd love to have conversations with you guys if you guys personally know us.
100%. Come up to us, be like, hey, you talked about this on the podcast. Tell me more.
Yeah.
We'd love to. Even Josh, he wasn't here today, but he'd love to.
Yeah. Josh is he's a little bit more of the social butterfly.
He really
is. 3.
Yeah, he really is. But thanks for watching, and we will see you guys hopefully next week.
Yeah. Have a good weekend, guys.
Peace.